What if I told you that every prayer is always answered? Anytime we pray and ask God, it is always answered. No matter what happens, prayers are always answered. So I know that I have had that experience where my prayers are not answered. I have asked for things, I've talked with God about things, and they are definitely not manifesting in my experience. What's going on? If you've been in this situation, please comment below and share what prayers you are looking to have answered that you feel have never been answered and that you might feel blocked or stuck on, because sometimes having someone else's perspective is helpful in just manifesting and understanding what's going on. Now, when it comes to prayer, I am reading about religion, Christianity, faith, law of attraction, all the good things around success and living the life that we choose. And my most recent foray into this is that prayer is a statement of what's so. That God always answers our prayers, and that most of our prayers are prayers that are statements of lack. So a lot of times it's not the prayer itself that's the problem, but it is the original thought that created the prayer in the first place. So the prayer could be, Lord, please give me $10,000. And that might, that doesn't seem like harm. Like, give me money, give me a partner, give me love. Now, the challenge with that is that it's a statement that you don't have the money, or you don't have the love, or you don't have whatever it is that you would like. A lot of times we pray for things that we know we don't have, and we're coming from a place of fear, lack, and not having it. So that's the space of want that, for me, I believe in. There's a Psalms about it where the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. When I know that God provides everything for me, then I know that there is nothing that is missing in my experience, and that all that I desire is on the way. Now, the other challenge with that is that if all of my prayers come from places of lack, because I cannot lie to myself and pretend that I have something that I don't have, how do I overcome that? And that is where the prayer of thanks comes in. When you are grateful and appreciative, that can help, because you're stating great gratitude that God is going to provide for you, and that you have faith that God said that He'll answer all prayers. Now, the sponsoring thought that can cancel out the fear and lack is the belief that God will answer all prayers because God said so. I just will have faith in this and stand by it no matter what. So if we can learn to trust God and have that faith, then that allows us to know that our prayers will be answered accordingly. So a prayer is a statement of what's so. It states what's true. It is something where it is a creative effort, and we have an opportunity to create our lives when we pray with ourselves or others and are expressing gratitude for what's going on. And it's easy to look at everything that's happened and feel as though it's following a certain trajectory. And it's challenging to look to the future and what we desire to be, become, or create in order to build a future of our choosing. So I feel like in this moment, what's coming up for me is a stream. If every choice that we've ever made in our life is a pass and it's a stream and it's going in this direction, it may feel like we're on a boat and it's just carrying us along wherever those choices lead. And the crazy thing is that we always have an opportunity to choose our destination and redirect that stream. Whether it is whatever path that is, we're always given the opportunity and ability to change our path. So for myself, I know that there are a lot of things that I would love to experience and love to live out. And I am working on feeling it real and having the faith and seeing, where do I not have faith that this is going to happen? Where do I have faith that things are going to happen? And so I can use the faith for this area to compensate for the other areas. And how can I just keep growing in my ability to create my reality? Because I've created my present reality, as all of us have. And the challenge with being responsible for our reality is that anything that we don't like, we've created, and we also have the ability to stop creating it and create something new. So for myself, I would say that the way I show up at work, I am excited to show up better. I am excited to do my work, stop worrying about all the list of things that everyone wants of me, and to just sit still, choose my focus, and get the work done. And it's not that what's happening is bad, it's my reaction to it that makes it bad. So it is me choosing to be frustrated, or me choosing to be rebellious, or me choosing to be annoyed and triggered all the time. That's not serving me or doing me any good. And I am old enough that I would like to have a new set of behaviors and respond in a different way, especially if I would like to choose another working experience. I don't want to keep leaving these experiences like, man, I don't feel like I've grown, I haven't accomplished what I set out to do. I would like to change that and create something different, have a different set of working relationships, make sure that my needs are honored, because I don't like having someone constantly checking in on me. And I don't think I've really made it clear, like, please stop constantly checking in on me. That makes me not want to do my work. And I know I'm old enough to be like, all right, let's pause, reframe. I don't want to have to do that on a weekly basis. Like, I don't like being monitored and all that stuff. And yes, I'm recording myself. And this is different because I get to express myself and my truth instead of it being something where I'm feeling like it just doesn't feel good for me. And there's a lot of things that feel like that at my job where I just don't feel there's just a lot that has built up: resentment, frustration, feeling rejected a lot of times, feeling shut down. And so for me, it's like, okay, how can I stop being so triggered by my past experiences and how I've been shown what's going on here? It's not like this is new. I've been here for a year now. How can I redirect my focus to something that's going to make it worthwhile, to something that's going to allow me to launch off and create something new next, to something that is just a job instead of something that is my identity wrapped up in all of these things? So that is a lot to unpack, which I do my best to do sometimes and journal about it and figure out what I would really like to do. And I'm also in this space where I am just working on creating a new version of myself. So instead of being the lazy, dirty, trifling, disrespectful, rebellious, difficult, doesn't listen, doesn't move quick enough, always procrastinating, nobody would ever want to work with you on a team again person that I've seen myself as, this is my opportunity to just be like, yeah, that's who I used to be. And who I'm becoming is a leader, an entrepreneur, a leadership development consultant or strategist is feeling good for me right now. I really love personal development, leading one's life, and showing up in a way that people respect and respond to well. And even though there are places where people don't necessarily respond well to me, there are also places where people adore me, and it kind of freaks me out. And I just believe that's because I'm still learning to own that I am not who I used to be. I am a new person. I have taken actions to work very hard to get to where I am. And it's going to take some work for me to get to where I would like to be next. And instead of praying to God and begging and fear and lack and just the usual way that we pray when, things aren't working out and I need a fix and it's not working and I'm so afraid, and that's the energy sometimes that we're approaching prayer with. And what I'm working towards is, Lord, I thank you that I am a leader. I am an entrepreneur. I know what to do in my LLC. I know the marketing strategy that's going to get the right people who are going to pay for my services. I know the program that is going to allow me to make a difference in the lives of those who come to me for support. And I am just so excited to build a business from the ground up, to figure out how to do online presence stuff, to have a platform, make people feel good, and help make the world a better place, because we need lights in this world. It's so easy to tear people down and be mean and nasty, and it's challenging to be compassionate and give the benefit of the doubt. And I see that I desire to master energy, have a soul connection with people, and really get to a deeper level where it's just like, okay, this is the truth that this person is ready for and yearning for, or this is not their truth yet, or let them figure out what they need, because we have so many voices in our ears. Sometimes it's hard to look within ourselves and know, yeah, that's my truth. We have social media, we have cell phones, online outlets, a bunch of articles that are put into condensed format so you don't read all the details, but you get a snippet. There's just so many tools of distraction, and they're planting seeds in our minds. And it just makes me think about programming and how we're garbage in, garbage out. I have a degree with computational science and math focus, and GIGO, garbage in, garbage out, is one of the fundamental data principles that if the data you put into your system is bad, you will get trash results. If the data, the information you feed yourself is mean, nasty, toxic will come out of you. So we need to be careful about what we choose to indulge in, because it all has an impact and effect on how we can get things done. So comment below if you're curious about such things. Programming the mind via data and computer science. I believe that there's a very strong correlation between computer science and psychology. I don't think it's in the terms of I am a psychologist and can help you out with that, but more in terms of I can understand how things have been programmed, and it's fun to try to shift habits and change the behaviors that we have. So I do lots of thinking on this, but comment below, like, subscribe, have a wonderful day, and see you next time.